Hello everyone and welcome to this new video about level design. In this episode, we're gonna see an easy to apply and yet pretty powerful trick to give life to assets in your level that I call the transform tweak. Suppose we compare these two examples. Both use the exact same set of assets and yet they look very different. On the left, we have something similar to a display shelf or a stall. Everything is neatly organized and spaced out, and all the instances of the same asset are exact copies. On the right, it's the opposite. We have a pile of things all crammed together, with big and small crates, large and tiny barrels, all rotated differently and placed in a somewhat random way. Now, if I were to ask you which of the two looks more realistic in a level, chances are you would probably go for the second one on the right. That's because in real life, there is no way a bunch of objects like those ones could be just perfectly aligned. Nobody would bother placing them, and even so, they would gradually get bumped into and knocked out of their initial position. Those various rotations, scales and positions are basically a trick to reproduce the inescapable diversity found in nature, and also to give those objects a simple but believable backstory. They didn't just spawn here by the will of a developer, well stacked on a 2D grid. Instead, they were pushed against the wall and thrown upon one another, and people collided with them. Keeping this backstory idea in mind, we also see that putting the big objects near the wall and the smaller ones in front feels A, more visually interesting, and B, more natural. Because obviously having a huge barrel hide just half of the corner is not that clever from a game design point of view, and also in real life we don't move large and heavy objects as much as the tiny light ones, so they usually end up stuck in the back of a room. With all that being said, there are of course situations where you do want to have this grid-based placement and overall similarity. For example, if you're depicting a factory and want to convey the robotic feeling of the place, or if your character is walking in a man-made structure with arcs and pillars. But whenever you want some assets in your level to feel more lifelike and wore down by time, the transform tweak is a quick way to create better placements. As usual, it's all about the spirit of your current level design and what story you're supposed to tell with this little chunk of a scene. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this quick tips and techniques tutorial about level design and that you learned a few things to make more lifelike scenes thanks to the transform tweak. If you did, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And of course, don't hesitate to leave a comment with your own ideas for future level design tutorials. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and take care.